I came across a number of business leaders and HR managers who asked the question, how do I create a coaching culture in my organization? The reason is they've realized that rapid constant change is now the norm, and whatever succeeded in the past will no longer be a guide for us to succeed in the future. They want their managers to be able to make decisive decisions fast, on time. They want them to motivate their employees, create opportunities for collaboration, solve problems along the way. Simply, they want energized, passionate people who are able to take the business further. Managers simply don't have all the answers, and to cope with this new reality, a lot of companies are actually moving from the traditional command and control practices into creating more accountability through asking the right questions, listening and engaging all their employees. You cannot create a coaching culture in a classroom. Coaching happens every day. It's a mindset, it's a behavioral change. Actually, research shows that 80% of coaching opportunities are actually happening through unplanned connections and activities. It's that moment that you need feedback. I know a lot of business managers and leaders, HR managers, are actually trained on coaching skills. However, when it's time of stress, it becomes very difficult to stay patient and use these skills, and it becomes easy to go back to the command and control. That's why creating that culture, that embedded within the organization, embedded in everyday life, becomes much more important. To create a coaching culture, it's very important to align the business targets, vision, direction with the coaching culture you want to create, the overall culture that you have in your organization. It's also key to get the perspective and the needs of key stakeholders like your managers, your team leaders, your executive team, maybe your board members as well. Getting the feedback from the clients on what are the desired behavioral change they want to see. It's also important to align all the business activities and the people activities to the coaching culture, like the performance cycle, the meetings, the discussions, to be part and parcel of the overall coaching culture that you want to introduce. Another thing that's very important is to articulate and define these behaviors and communicate them well through different programs, and also align the leadership competencies and leadership program with these coaching behaviors that you have defined and you want to see more